of everyone in the theatre. The rhesus monkey was chosen because the animal would give the most accurate representation of a human-like central nervous system. The monkeys weigh between 6 and 7 pounds, were initially put under intravenous pentobarbital. Then, each head with transplant was instrumented with EEGs and the recipient bodies were instrumented with ECG. Once this was completed, the monkeys were tracheotomized and were cervically transected at the level of the 4th and 5th cerebral vertebrae, at the same time preserving the carotid jugular circulations. The preservation of blood flow was done through sutured cannula loops. During previous experiments, it was found that just one carotid artery and jugular vein was enough to provide blood flow for the head, even after all other circulatory support had been severed. This was completed under constant EEG monitoring. For the transplant to the new body, one of the cannula loops was stopped and connected to the body, and after blood flow was resumed, the second cannula was stopped and connected to the new body. This allowed constant blood flow to the brain. Extra blood had been drawn from other monkeys in case of any hemorrhaging during the surgery. Antibiotics were under constant supply, along with immunosuppressive agents to help prevent rejection of the new body-head combination. 3 to 4 hours post-surgery, the monkey heads would start to show awareness of their surroundings, with their eyes following stimulus, and would even attempt to eat any food placed in the mouth. The EEG records reflected that the establishment of a characteristic consciousness state. And in a grim way, the faces as seen here look rather scared of the situation, which obviously is understandable. If blood pressure fell, so did the head's awareness. A dye was used to mark the blood-brain barrier. The muscles in the face were active and looked like they were working as they should. In fact, looking at the footage, you wouldn't even think that the head had been amputated. The bodies did not show signs of rejection of their new heads, probably because the amount of drugs pumped into the bodies. Each of the 4 experiments lived between 6 and 36 hours post-surgery. Eventually, the mixture of drugs and blood loss from the amputation area killed off each monkey. After the experiment, each brain was dissected and showed no signs of brain damage or dye infiltration, proving the concept of a head transplant. The monkey head surgery showed that cephalic or full body transplant was possible. And even though the longest of any of the monkeys' lives was just over a day, with extra time taken on suturing, with modern techniques of today, the surgery could have been a much more longer-term experiment. White became well known after the experiments and took a lot of flack from animal rights groups and even his peers, although it did not seem to really affect his accomplishments as a neurosurgeon, who would in his career perform over 10,000 surgeries, albeit on human subjects. He would pass away in 2010 at the age of 84. The lessons learned from the experiments helped further transplant science, which by the 1990s had more improved mixtures of immunosuppressive agents, which had hindered the monkey's life expectancy post-surgery in 1970. The new drugs were a key factor when the first human face graft proved successful. Head transplants did not die with White, however, as the mantle was taken up by Xiaoping Ren, who grafted the head of a mouse onto another mouse's body, which survived for 6 months post-surgery. And in 2013, Sergio Canavero published a method that he said would make a human head transplant possible by 2017, but that never happened, so take that with a pinch of salt. Where would you rate the monkey head experiments on my ethical scale? 1 being it's all good and 10 being the work of pure nightmares. Thank you for watching. This is a bit of a new subject choice for me and a pilot of sorts of a new series. Would you like to see more videos like this?
Thirty seconds left.
Good attempt.
1 enemy remaining.
I have the spike.
If you're not a good shot today, don't worry. There are other ways to be useful.
焼肉をしたいと思います。米。
Reloading.
最高ですね。
Revealing area.
こんにちは、木下優香です。今日はね、切り壊したいと思います。お肉に囲まれて幸せです。あともちろんビールもあります。いただきます。まずは今日のドリンク、昆布茶。乾杯。あ、でもこれとビールを混ぜた方が美味しいかも。あ、意外とそんなに甘くないですね。私昆布茶ってもっとジュースっぽい味かと思ってた。
Last player standing.
ああ、いっぱい食べるんでね、胃を整えてね、ビールも。最近このザ・プレミアム・モルツのカオルエールが好きなんですよ。で、サファイアポップのビールがあれが超美味しくて好きだったんだけど、あれが期間限定でこれがまあちょっと味が似てるかな、同じ系統なのかな。コンベー。あー、美味しい。ビールはいいね。でもなんかビールって冷えてる時は美味しいけど、ぬるくなってくるとジュースとか溜まってた方が好き。じゃあまず、こんにちは、木下優香です。今日はね、じゃーん、今日はですね、ペヤングの超大盛りギガマックスガーリックパワー18072キロカロリーを8個食べたいと思います。メールちゃんそうですね、メルちゃん。はい。いや、すごいですね。これちょっと注意文で、1日1食までにしてください。カロリー摂取基準を上回る恐れがあります。絶対上回るやろっていう感じなんですけど、はい。今日はですね、こちらを8箱ね、食べるんですけど、ちょっとね、軽くトッピングして、あとね、麺も茹で汁があるじゃないですか。それでね、ニンニクスープも作ろうかと思っています。焼きそばの戻し湯をリサイクルしたいと思います。じゃあ、作り方いきたいと思います。トッピングの材料です。豚バラ肉、青ネギ、長ネギ、卵で、スープの材料で玉ねぎ、ベーコン、ニンニクです。長ネギを切ります。ヘタを落としてごち切りですね。豚バラ肉を切ります。
Revealing area.
はい、切り終わりました。じゃあスープの具の玉ねぎを切ります。薄切りにします。
One enemy remaining.
じゃあニンニクを抜きます。これなんかスペイン産ニンニク買ったら今日ちょっと紫でしたね。
Prepare yourselves. We fight.
はい。でベーコンも細切り。はい。こちらがペヤング超大盛りギガマックスガーリックパワー1870キロカロリーですね。はい、ちゃんとここに。
안녕하세요 여러분. 제가 오늘은 회전초밥이 오랜만에 너무 먹고 싶어가지고 왔거든요. 안양에 있는 엔터6에 있는 회전초밥집 갈 거예요. 가보자. 제가 지금 진짜 배고팠어요. 왜냐면은 어제 건강검진 한다고 위내시경 때문에 어제 9시부터 굶었어요. 위내시경 하니까 지금 속이 약간 이상하거든요. 막 뭐라 해야 되지? 많이 먹을 수 있을지 모르겠어요. 약간 속이 이상한 것 같아요. 스시로
Last player standing.
회전초밥 스시로. 제가 지금 진짜 위내시경을 하고 와가지고 어제 저녁부터 굶어서 너무 배고프거든요. 근데 약간 여기 위가 약간 좀 이상한 것 같아요. 가스찬 느낌? 근데 많이는 못 먹을 것 같고 그냥 한번 적당히 먹어보겠습니다. 아 뜨거. 간장새우. 아 종류가 여기가 없는 게 아니라 여기 메일에 지금 아무것도 없었는데 지금 다 새로 깔아주시고 계세요. 너무 맛있어. 이거 먹어야 돼.
Scanning ahead. Spike planted.
대빵가. 소스는 평범해요. 소스는 평범해요.
Last player standing.
여기 약간 저만을 위한 메일 같은데요? 다른 분은 빨리 짓기 바빴는데 이거 빨리 안 집어도 돼요. 여기 일단은 음료수 건데 명란 내기보로 황새치기 뱃살도 먹어야 돼. 이거 뭐야? 버섯치기. 그렇지. 4개까지밖에 주문이 안 돼요. 일단 4개만 하겠습니다. 온다. 맞아. 약간 내가 아는 메카드로 그 딱딱한 맛이 아니라 좀 참치에 가까운 맛인데 쫄깃쫄깃한 거?
Scanning ahead.
우와, 이거 먹어야지. 이게 고추로 안 생겼나? 좀 고추는 아닌 것 같은데. 또 나온다.
지금 주문하신 메뉴가 도착하고 있습니다.
이게 뭐야?
One enemy remaining.
아까 제가 놓쳤거든요. 어디 갔어? 놓쳤어. 응? 놓치신 거. 네? 놓치신 거. 아, 죄송합니다.